recording. All right, good morning. My name is Pam Mooney, and I see Monica on the screen right now. And there's Krista Lee, and I'm Pam. And we are going to present our intervention. And what our problem is the plague in Madagascar. And the plague is an ancient bacterial disease that has made a distinct mark in history by causing 3 deadly pandemics. The Zoonosis Yersinia pestis is still found worldwide today, including the United States. It maintains its existence in a cycle involving rodents and their fleas. The island of Madagascar remains a hot spot for the plague and reports almost 1/3 of human cases worldwide. Madagascar is the most severely affected country in the world. Since 2010, it has been the site of over half of worldwide incidents of the plague. Last year, 63 people died in Madagascar out of a total of 275 cases. According to the World Health Organization, the plague has many factors, but our intervention will highlight 3: the flea factor, the black rat factor, and the human factor. Monica will talk about our overview of our intervention.
Well, it's actually Krista Lee that's going to talk about the overview of the.
Sorry, Krista Lee.
This is what we need our funding for. We are going to create a rat mobile, which is a portable education and service on wheels. It can be placed on a rotational schedule from village to village and extra time in high rate areas. We want to purchase and create 2 rat mobiles, such as like a Polaris or a Jeep or something along that line, and that would respond to training the community, training the people involved, and then we'll have vector control, host control, and the human disease treatment. The Ratmobile will deliver supplies and contain an incinerator where they can burn the rats, and this can be adjusted as needed. Our education will be training local educators to achieve the following. First one is classes that are community-based on sanitation, including keeping pet areas clean and sprayed using gloves and masks. We'll have surveillance. That's how to and the importance of reporting cases promptly for early detection and treatment. We'll have insights to food and crop storage to reduce indoor rat population. The seasonality of the disease, the high transmission to humans, when there is a low abundance of rats. We need to understand the bacteria, the Yersinia pestis. So we'll educate them on that. We have to have treatment on how to combine traditional healers and antibiotics, and how to use the dipstick test that can be used for rapid diagnosis. We'll how to handle traditional exhumations of disease to avoid an onset of the plague. Their government is now asking them to wait 6 years for this. The plague, how it is transmission and can change and become efficient in person-to-person transmission, and how to protect you and your family, the signs and symptoms. We'll also teach them the proper ways to bag and burn the rats. We'll provide literature that will be passed out at classes and at health clinics regarding sanitation, prevention, identification of the plague, and early treatments. There will be posters placed in susceptible areas. Posters contain some information that's listed in the literature. Will involve a university competition to develop an affordable way to store their crops, and provide proper bags for disposal of the rat carcasses, and then incinerate them. Hold on. Will there be reactive set up or polish up on existing data reporting systems from the community to government, like the WHO, This will help increase surveillance and increase the up-to-date information on incidences and distribution of the plague. After a report of the plague on our rat mobile, utilize efficient insecticides, spraying in affected areas with reapplication to follow up with the resistant pupae, right?
Right. Sounds good.
May not be under our intervention, but studies need to continue on the insecticide research to avoid resistance. Studies also need to continue on the bacteria, the Yersinia pestis. Need to learn more about how the spores grow. Secure a community clinic in each area that has access to the dipstick test for rapid diagnosis and antibiotics, and collaborate with the WHO and the Pasteur Institute of Madagascar in servicing and training.
I think you could skip that part.
Yeah. That's now you, Monica. Monica's going to conclude our
presentation.
Okay, I'm going to answer why your intervention will solve the problem. And our intervention won't solve the problem, but it will help decrease the problem. The surveillance and early detection and reporting will help us know what's happening so that we can educate in targeted areas. Prevention of the disease through education, insecticide will help diminish it. In reality, our intervention will not eliminate the problem until more about the bacteria is understood, because the bacteria continues to live in the soil. It should reduce the incident rate and mortality rate by getting quicker treatment, by reducing the spread from the rat corpuses. Is that how you even say that word?
Carcasses.
How we plan on implementing our intervention in Madagascar. First, we need to establish partnerships with others that are working on the plague in Madagascar. These are the WHO and the Pasteur Institute of Madagascar. We'd like to see if there's any others. It will take us a little bit more research. We need to increase funding through these partnerships and collaborate with them to see who we can get to buy into the funding the rat mobile and the trainings, and who will provide the antibiotics, the insecticides, and the trainings. We need to establish a contact in each region that can help us gain community support so the community will buy into the program. The trainings will be for the whole community, but in each community we hope to establish both a clinic for service and a main rat person who collects the traps and sets more traps besides inside the house, that he does the community trapping. We also then will need to design and prepare lessons, literature, and signage. There's a whole lot to this, and we have a whole lot more to add.
And it's going to be so amazing. Thank you.